Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
That's lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
So this is Rafi. I still have the coronavirus. I am still the fattest man on the planet, and I am still an embarrassment to boxing. And I am an asshole. Lee now as the virus. Ha 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 ha.
But who is like sewing? Like what? Somebody's cleaning in the background. Who is that? Who
I was walking. I don't know. I was walking. Was that it?
All right. You want to stand still so I can redo this? Because that literally was a brilliant intro.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to leave it in for you podcast people. I'll clean it up in post audio, but that was hilarious.
So this is Dan Rayfield. I still have the coronavirus. I am still the fattest man on the planet, and I am still an embarrassment to boxing. And I am an asshole. Lee now has the virus. Ha 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 ha.
I wanted more ha-has, but you can only type so many words for Dan. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Fight Fiend Migs. Visit Fight Fiend Migs at Fight Fiend Migs on Instagram. He now gets a spot on the show. He has survived the trial by fire and doesn't seem to be too embarrassed by what we say. As always, I am joined by my longtime friend, my cohort, the guy who really would have taken the ESPN job if somebody would have offered it to him. He would have gotten a good deal. He's better than Dan Rayfield. Andrew Labouche. How are you, Andrew?
Hey, how's it going, Lee?
I'm good. How was an entire week at home for you, Andrew?
Hanging in there. Kids are getting a little reckless. They want to go outside a lot more. They want more yard time. I can't give it to them, man. One of them's going to get hurt. You know how it goes.
I need a junior story. I need a junior update for the week. Has he done anything crazy?
Nope. Just a lot of screaming. There is a lot of screaming going on in this house.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. And Fight Fiend Miguel, tell me, how's a week at home been?
It's not too bad. I mean, it's still working. I'm still doing the work from home thing. Getting a little stir crazy. I've had a couple of trips to the store real quick just so I can get out of the fucking house. Every chance I get to go get the mail, I step outside. But hasn't been too bad. I mean, there's no kids here. It's just 3 adults and a dog. So I can't complain.
So I'll be Dickie. I was on the deck last night. You guys can go follow us on Facebook and you can click on my links. But I shot video of me sitting out barbecuing last night on the deck with the sunset. In fact, next week, or during the week, because clearly we're going to be doing this again next week to kill time. I'm going to shoot Fight Net like we did that one time, Andrew, with the sunset behind me again, just to be an asshole.
Nice. Yes, sir. My
favorite hate mail ever came from that one episode of, really? Really? You had to shoot it with the beach behind you? Really? Even Andrew during the show, he's like, you're a dick. I'm like, I'm not a dick. I just rented well. I mean, here's the funny part. I live on the only beach in Southern California, Andrew, all the way up to you. I am one of only 3 beaches that is publicly open. And guess what? Everybody found out. And guess where they came this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Fuckers. Oh, they're walking around. They're riding bikes, renting bikes. Fuck them. Coronavirus, little fucking parasites. Did they not learn from spring break?
If the numbers get any worse, we are going to have to do a martial law here in Tracy, California. Last night, Walmart looked like people were Christmas shopping. I'm talking families, you guys. I'm not just talking adults. I'm talking like people had their families out, kids.
Yeah, you got. Okay, so I know this. I've talked about it kind of famously on this show that I grew up basically in East LA, right? So I went over to stay at my dad's house. My mom was away with my sister and my dad was there alone. So I went over like a nice guy, and I needed to, like, my dad won't run the air conditioner. Like, he's one of those old people. It's old enough, right? Like that's him, right? Yeah, he's that guy. So I went, okay, I'm going to Walmart. I got to get something for my computer because it's all messed up anyway. I went to Walmart, and people went to Walmart because it had air conditioning. That is some ghetto league shit, okay? Now you're telling me, Andrew, people are going to Walmart because that's a night out?
I guess it is. I guess it is over here, but they're ready to go back to work. I mean, if you're taking your kid to the store, you have no problem going to work. Get your ass back to work.
Good job. Good job, Andrew. I like that from a blue collar union guy. Just go do it. Actually, I was working a deal this morning. I mean, I don't want to work because I want to believe that the $2 trillion is going to show up in my mailbox. And we're just going to do fighting. I'll disperse it. I'll be fair about the $2 trillion.
Okay, cool. As long as you disperse it.
All three of us and our families are taken care of, right? All of our women, girlfriends, we'll take care of everyone with $2 trillion. But more importantly, all 3 of us can be WBC champions at some point. Like, I'm pretty sure with $2 trillion, I can make us all WBC champions at different. Well, you guys are both probably getting fat from this.
Yeah, I want a diamond belt. Just for the record, I want a diamond belt.
That's fair. I'll take the cruiserweight. I'm going to take the redheaded stepchild belt. Okay. I'm going to probably need to drop Andrew down to light heavy, and Miggs, I think you're the biggest of the 3 of us, so you got to go full Andy Ruiz for us. And
I'm the Andy Ruiz of the show.
As Max Kellerman would say, start eating tacos. By the way, shout out to Max Kellerman, who we don't have to hear from at least through the virus. Fucking wife batterer, dick. Never going to let it off the hook, Andrew. Never going to let that off the hook. Ever. Max Kellerman is still a dick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, welcome to Fight Net Radio, everyone. We hope that we've entertained you both on our Facebook page, and we hope we've entertained you with our podcast based on the reviews from Sam Navajero. Shout out to Big Sam, who's been keeping track of the shows, because I realized we have been in various states and various moods. Sam loves it. He thinks the addition of Miggs is good for Andrew because now they can actually talk real boxing, and I don't have to not know about boxing. I can just go to my full other position of making fun of boxing. And if that's the show you're into, keep listening. If you're not, hey, there's the boxing show. They support us. I'll support them. And it's literally like guys yelling over guys. I mean, have fun with that. But we do cover the news, and there is news in the past 24 hours. I woke up early this morning, Andrew, and started right at it. This is personally my favorite. No, I don't want this. Dillian White accuses Anthony Joshua of pretending to want to fight for a heavyweight rematch later this year. Dillian, all right, we've talked about this repeatedly. Poor Dillian White is literally the redheaded stepchild of the heavyweight division. He has been the number 1 contender in the WBC for, 2 years? Anybody want to venture a guess on how long?
2.5 years now.
Yeah.
It literally got so particularly out of hand that at one point, poor Dillian White was even accused of being dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Right. He's gotten accused of like literally everything, I think, of at least once, based on my math. I mean, poor Dillian can't get a break. And Deontay has never wanted to fight him for whatever reason. I think he probably could have handled him. So now Dillian White is going on the offensive, British heavyweight boxer. This coming to us from the Independent. I have no idea, people, but it's a UK publication, so we'll just go with it. British heavyweight boxer Dillian Whyte has accused old rival Anthony Joshua of pretending to want a rematch later this year. Why would he pretend? Does anybody not remember what happened the last time they fought, or is history gone? Am I wrong about this, Andrew? I'm pretty.
No, I hear you.
He lost bad. He didn't lose. He lost bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a no joke. Like he got his shit smoked. Okay. And that was a different Anthony Joshua. For those of you who don't know history, Dillian Whyte has fought Anthony Joshua, and that was the more reckless version of Anthony Joshua. The new version that actually seems to know how to box would even do greater damage to this guy. So the only reason I don't think he's into it is there's no money in it. But I digress. Let's see what he said. I've been saying I want a rematch since the fight. Whyte, who defeated Joshua in the amateurs before his professional loss in 2015. I know they were going to fight Miller in June in America, which I said months before that fight, I will fight him, of course. They came to me and tried to kid me. You gave Miller 20 weeks. Why are you trying to give me 7 weeks? Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Look, first of all,
so he was offered a fight.
Yeah, he was.
Nobody pretended.
Yeah.
Right. You get 7 weeks. Yeah, well, yeah, because, you're a replacement, Dick. Do you want the fight?
Not only you guys, not only is he a replacement, he's a replacement on a champion he's already lost to and is going to still make about $5 million. Like, what are you complaining about at this moment? Fuck.
Yeah, you can kill two birds with one stone. You get a fucking kick-ass payday, and you get to avenge your loss. I mean, try to at least.
At least try. You get 7 weeks to prepare for it. This is ridiculous.
Well, okay, and here's the funny part. I don't want to break the punchline to anybody, but you realize once he doesn't take that fight, for those of you who don't know, a literal unknown by the name of Ruiz steps in and actually grabs all the titles. So go fuck yourself. All right?
Yep. Even in a losing effort, you put on a killer-ass effort, you put your name on the map, at least.
And bet you PBC would call you if you lose again to Joshua. Then you would be ready to fight Wilder.
There you go. I just love this because Dillian Whyte is just so fucked.
That statement almost made me lose a little bit of respect for Dillian Whyte, though. I don't like that at all. So he was offered a fight. He declined the fight, and now is saying they pretended they wanted to fight him. That's bullshit. They asked him to be a replacement, and he's already been knocked out by Joshua. He should be grateful.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
He wants everything on his own terms. It's like, no, I want the fight. I need enough preparation. I need this kind of payday. Like, what the fuck,
exactly.
All right, but let's be honest. You fight all the way. You fight everybody the WBC makes you fight. You get the number one contendership, and then they insert Tyson Fury in front of you. I get why the guy is jacked up mentally, right? At this point, I'm surprised he hasn't bought a gun and started shooting people, okay? Like
he's moved on. Or absolutely just moved on.
Just go back to cruiserweights, bro. Do something.
No, I mean there's other champions, there's other fighters. Look, his beef is with Deontay Wilder and Al Heyman and Suleiman. It has nothing to do with Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. This is a stupid article by him. Really, he should have kept his focus on Deontay Wilder, especially because Wilder Fury might be up in jeopardy. I know they're saying for later this year, but we don't even know if that works. And if that thing starts going too far down the road, they are going to need warm-up fights. They will not be going to a straight trilogy. That's when Dillian Whyte maybe could have popped his head in there and got one of them two. Just keep your focus on the WBC belt right now.
I'm being alerted by the producers, Andrew. We have a special guest on the phone who has some insight to this whole thing. Joining us on the phone, Tyson Fury. He's a Dawson, mate. A Dawson. That's all I can do. That's literally just accept it. That's all.
We'll work on
and
that.
I said it correctly, and according to our correspondent, I'm now saying it correctly. It's not Tosser. It's Dosser with a D. Okay, I got it right this time.
A big tosser.
Hey, did you guys see his workout? Tyson Fury's home workout video this week?
Yes.
Oh, we're doing the squats?
Yeah. No, he was doing jumping jacks, and what his son says as he leaves the room.
Yeah. It's
No, I haven't
hilarious.
seen that one. I just saw the one he was doing like the squats with like somebody on his shoulders or something.
That's his
Kids.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, his wife in one, his kids in another. Like, yeah, good for him.
Hey,
But
he tells his kids, he goes, everybody out of the room. I'm here to work out. Get out of here. He goes, go play computers, go play in the backyard. His son goes, hey, fuck you. And then his wife looks and she's like talking to Tyson. He goes, hey, fuck you, you prick. And then the wife bolts out of the room after the little boy.
going on in that house? Okay.
Hey,
Good for
Tyson.
him.
Hey, you can tell Tyson's just laughing. There's nothing he could do. He's fucking kid. He called him out on live on Facebook. Hey, fuck you.
Here's the reality: when you get an A-type personality fighter, certainly at Tyson Fury's level, I can't imagine how tough a woman that has to be. Like, God bless. Like, I always wind up dating or going out with women. Andrew got lucky on this topic. You need a woman who's bigger than you, who will kick your ass emotionally and mentally. And based on those videos, yep, good job, Tyson. You picked well. Yeah, that's who you got. That's what you need. Moving forward, Anthony Joshua's promoter, what a shocker, who literally hates Dillian White, who he promotes as well, has a plan for boxing matches to go ahead. As we all know, we've been waiting for Eddie Hearn, and I'm going to say it again, the guy who has the most racist father in the history of boxing. And anybody who wants to dispute that, go fuck yourselves. I mean, seriously, you get drunk and you start popping off that they were better when they were. Did I get it right, Andrew? I liked them better when they were out in the field. Is that how he put it?
I don't know word for word. I forget, but it was no, Miguel. It's pretty bad what he was doing. He said something like, "I have to respect these guys now." He goes, I needed to ask him what he wants to do. Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
By the way,
just burying himself deeper.
By the way, everyone who's listening to Fight Net Radio for the first time, and I know we're getting new listeners and video watchers, I want to make it clear. If you say something stupid, you're never getting off the hook on this show. You're literally... I'm
like
still
if this was America, Eddie Hearn probably would have lost the DAZN contract if he was based out of America, what his father said that day. That's how bad it was. Way overboard. And I couldn't believe Dillian White stayed. And I actually questioned Anthony Joshua because, Joshua's the biggest moneymaker. You think he would have even had something to say about what his dad did to Dillian White that day, but no.
20 million makes you pretty okay with a lot of shit, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. 20 million a fight, you can tell me whatever you want. I'm kind of down with it. I mean, short of me, I got to lick your ass. I mean, I got to toss your salad or lick your ball. Like, that's where we get kind of funny around 20 million. But other than that, your words, fuck that. But you're not going to hurt my feelings at $20 million. Jesus. I kind of get where Anthony's coming. That's why Anthony didn't say shit. I mean, I totally get it. I mean, from a perspective,
he's the biggest seller in the heavyweight division. I'm sure he would have made that 20 million somewhere else, but I hear you.
No doubt. I mean, emotionally, I've lost my shit over stuff publicly that we've recorded for this show because people say shit usually about my daughter, which is my line draw, because at some point, and I already know this about my daughter, she's on the internet and she's seen some of my crazy shit. And her whole thing is, why'd you give that guy a black eye before your fight a month before? I said, because he said I was an embarrassment to you. She goes, that was the reason you gave him a black eye? I still wouldn't know. My daughter's nice. She's like, that's no reason to do it. I said, yeah, that's a reason to do it. It literally is. It literally wasn't even like a thought in my mind. Like, I attacked a room full of people. If that fight that I had was $20 million, I would have stood there and the dude could have spit on me. Like, I would have just went, what the fuck? Is that the best you got, bro? I'll see you on whatever night we're fighting. All right. But I digress. So here is the plan. Our absolute priority is for him to fight in the UK, Hearn said. But if we couldn't get that, we want in the UK, then we could go to the US. Well, I don't want to break it to you, bro. US is closed. I don't care what Trump says. We're not reopening.
For the immediate future.
Well, the craziest shit that's happened is Trump's going to reopen the country for like Easter because it's a good day for it. It's a good day. It's a
beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day, right?
Yeah.
We all go to church for The second time in a year, you go on Christmas, you go on Easter, right?
Yeah, and Ash Wednesday, so third time.
Let's all be very Catholic here, okay? That's what you're doing, okay? Now he's talking about, I'll go to the Far East, I'll go anywhere. I don't give a shit. Like, this is so shitty. He's like, I got to figure out a way to get this dude to fight in some country that will let him fight so that I can make more money because I'm a blood-sucking fucking... This is a shitty-ass line. Okay, the UK is now having the pandemic, so it's probably not going to work here. We'll go to the US because they're going to reopen. Or, hey, you know what? Let's just go back to China. The Wuhan province is open again, right? What the fuck?
Was it? Oof.
Boxing has a major problem. DAZN has a major problem because they like flying all over the world to do their fights. At least,
yeah, they do. They hella do.
Yeah, you could see back in the day, we might have survived with just our circuit here in around Las Vegas and Mexico, right? People would be driving in, bring their fighters.
Oh my God,
in
I'd go to
that way.
TJ right now if I thought there was a fight this weekend. I'm telling you, I'm so horned up for a fight. Like, if I knew that, like, Cage of Fire, shout out to Cage of Fire, which hasn't been around for a while, was doing MMA, or they were doing shit around the dog track for a boxing match with probably some retired legend, right? Because that's what they do in PJ. Yep. I'd go. Like, at this moment, if you're not going to stream it, I'm going to go. I'm willing to go over the border. I don't give a flying fuck. I think Adelita's is still open. So, hey, fuck it. Let's just go. Wow. Shout out to Adelita's.
Andrew, did you hear about my plan? Because Eddie Hearn's a dick. All right, here's my plan. I'm going to build a building that is hermetically sealed and put a boxing ring in it. And then I'm going to just have 5 people in the room and 2 streaming cameras, and we're just going to fight. That's my plan.
That really is Bob's plan, by the way. Bob's plan literally is, we're going to just do quiet, closed-door studio fights like pro wrestling is doing right now. I'm like, I don't know if it's the same, bro. Look, I don't even know how WrestleMania is going to go next weekend, and they've shot it already.
They have over 2 days. They said they shot it over 2 days.
It cannot be the same thing. It just cannot.
No way. They said all the major events have already been recorded. All the major main event fights have already been filmed and everything.
And from what I've seen, yeah, it looks kind of weak, man. It looks like they're just in a room.
They are.
Well, it is. It's a training facility. It's where they have like the guys prep. It's like where they.
It looks really amateurish. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, that's gonna go.
I wonder if they're gonna have pyro still, like pyros and shit.
Yeah, they kind of have pyro in there.
But... And then the acting, I mean, the guy's just gonna be screaming at the wall now. You know how they used to play to the crowd a lot? Going, oh yeah, to the wall.
Yeah, it's gonna be quiet. I've seen a couple of those, man. Shit.
You need Stone Cold. I mean, with a crowd going, what?
Yeah. You need to pop the crowd.
Yeah, you need to pop the crowd. And I don't want to break it to anybody about boxing. Boxing is the closest thing to pro wrestling that there is. And guess what? A closed studio boxing match is going to look like Dana White's Contender Series. It's going to blow balls. It's literally going to blow balls.
Well, the UFC blew balls. That one they did in the quiet.
Yeah, the Brasilia. Yeah.
Dude, there was like 9 decisions that night because no one was really fighting. There's no crowd to pump you up.
It literally affects the way the judges watch the fight. It does.
I think it affects the way the fighters actually fight too, Lee. I think some of these guys get off on the crowd and the screaming and the lights and you know what I mean? The walk to the ring and all that. Well, that's all gone now. Now it's like their TV show.
I'll give you the real-time example of this. A guy by the name of Phil Brooks, who you do not know, Andrew, but I'll give you his stage name, CM Punk. He was training to fight in the UFC, and they kept live sparring him in the gym, like real competitions with real guys who fought.
Yes, smokers, basically.
He did great, right? The minute you put him in front of a crowd, he literally got beat by a guy who would never be heard from again in the world of mixed martial arts because it's different. Okay, I'm telling you, even when I compete on the jiu-jitsu level, there's a difference when you go to the Pan Am Games and you're at Irvine at the like you're in the pyramid and you got a bunch of people standing around you. They might not be watching you. They might be watching one of the other mats, but I'm telling you, when you're standing on that mat, it was no different than when I fought Danny and I had thousands of people around me. You know, they're looking at you, or at least they're looking in your area. There's like the pressure of that moment. I can't stress this enough, and this is why I hate Dan Rayfield. He will never do it in his lifetime. Like he will like you guys have both done it on different levels. There's a difference. There's a huge difference.
But we're talking about we're even talking about a whole different level. Lee, we're talking about professional. We're talking about
Can you imagine a stadium? Like, okay, let's put Anthony Joshua in a studio fight. What, are you joking? This dude fights in front of 100,000 people. I can't. That's why I can only compare it to pro wrestling, because WrestleMania is what, usually 100,000 people, and you literally
they go to stadiums.
Right. And they're doing choreographed moves that if you fuck up, guess what? 100 people and a camera just saw it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and the crowd will cheer you fucked up. Like how many times?
This isn't Deontay Wilder just getting jacked up for however many rounds he gets jacked up for and then lands a bomb. Like he's waiting for that. Like he can handle that. So I give these guys credits. Any sports athlete, come on, football, any of that shit.
Of course.
I always think that there's always like an outside tackle who thinks, nobody's going to see me if I fuck up and not get this guy coming in. Bro, they will. Because there's 100,000 people watching you. And they're going to write about it, and they're going to blog about it, and they're not going to let your ass off the hook. Come on.
Well, and now you have
a different level.
What sucks about the NFL now is you have so many dad coaches out there. They record these games, they break tape down, they put videos out of who sucks and why they suck.
Oh my god!
Now right after the game, they're like, "Look at this offensive tackle. He's the worst offensive tackle on the team." Blah blah blah. Like, oh, they're just pointing it out now. Now you really get it with social media.
They're really twisting the knife now.
I'm literally a 2-bit hack when it comes to the Pauls and all the people doing internet gimmicks that I used to do. Andrew, what would you say? San Diego Sports Arena, 5,000 to 10,000 people? Not a big crowd.
Yeah.
It barely filled the place. Like that's a much bigger stadium than what we have. But we have thousands of people. And I'm telling you, to this day, people are still writing shit about me being a fat gay guy who got in the ring.
Oh, damn. Shit.
Fuck my life. You guys think that studio's going to work? You're going to be on that like a goddamn microscope. Like you're going to be so all over it for studio fighting. Your fighters better be spot the fuck on. Like Crawford could probably get away with it. It'll be a technical fight. It'll look great.
Yeah,
because it'll be a clinic.
And not only that, you guys, we got to think about the financial side of these fights. You're talking casino money's now left the sport. You're talking all the money that you make on these sold out arenas with the programs and the T-shirts, all that.
The merchandise.
And then you're,
people who worked at the event.
Now you're talking about ticket sales. The money will not be the same if this is the future. So I think there's a lot of reasons why the promoters are not going to want to do this, these type of fights. And to be honest with you,
you could pull out pay-per-view, Andrew. Like if you could put together a big enough fight, right?
But Lee, who's watching? Who's watching? Let me tell you something.
I put it on national TV. If I got an ESPN contract, you tell them you're putting this on ABC Prime, and you're putting this fight on real television, on network television. We're going to treat it like the Super Bowl. And
the casuals don't know these guys anymore.
There's no sports right now, Andrew.
The casuals don't know them. The casuals know football. Yeah. They know teams. They don't know these fighters. And right now, there's not a lot of diehards out there pushing the next Oscar De La Hoya, right? We don't have anyone out there going, dude, you got to see this guy named Roy Jones Jr.
I think Crawford Spence on national TV would get...
Crawford Spence don't fucking make a ripple in America. I'm sorry. They don't. Their names don't. Am I lying? I'm not lying here, you guys. I'm sorry. Terrence Crawford's career has stalled. Ever since he moved up to the welterweight division, it has stalled out. And Spence got in an accident. The man just doesn't look the same. So,
all right. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, network TV.
I'd say those. I would say those. Yeah.
That might get a few million hits here in America, but it's not going to do Mike Tyson, Buster Mathis Jr. or 54 million homes or 47 million, whatever the number was.
I feel like Ali was on Wide World of Sports once. Like, whatever happened to Wide World of Sports? Like, we don't have
Mike
that.
Tyson was. Mike Tyson, when he got out of prison, fought on Fox versus Buster Mathis Jr., and it did like 47 million homes, bro, if you look it up.
Super Bowl. Those are Super Bowl numbers.
Yes.
Right, I'm down.
Yeah. We don't have that right now in boxing. And I just don't see. I don't know if the promoters don't want this. This kills our sport. Without having Las Vegas money,
Yeah, everything. It kills everything. Yeah,
I mean,
it's just a big ass dent in the pocket.
Wait, hold on. Let me give everybody their coronavirus update. Fauci, who was the guy put in charge of all this by the president, has officially said, as of 14 minutes ago, deaths in the U.S. could top over 100,000. Yeah.
Hey, but wait a minute. You guys. We have watched Jerry Jones literally tell the world the NFL does not care about fans in the stands. Okay, he literally said that about his the
I
stadium
would watch football without a fan.
Exactly.
If they're going to run those games,
the stadium,
I'm totally
the
down.
stadium is for the content. The stadium is to make the picture look better on your HD television. That's what all that's about. The greener grass, the luxury suites, the fireworks that go off. That has nothing to do with the fans. That's all for TV. So we know that football can go on with no fans in the stands.
Correct.
Baseball.
We will all watch it. It will. I say this: if the NFL has got the balls to just say we're going to play the games anyway, right, and we're still going through this, the NFL will be bigger. I don't know why NASCAR isn't taking advantage of this. You can do it without the fans in the stands. They can't hear you.
Oh yeah, you can have
goddamn cards, you idiot. Oh, we can't because we rely on those tracks getting money. Yeah, because you jam 200,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. You're exactly right. There's 100,000 plus people that go to those fucking races, man. That's a lot of money for them.
But here's the thing: if you can take advantage of the market right now, and I can see Bob's little brain like going,
"How do we do it? Like, how do we? Like, where's the super fight? Let's just make them fight. We'll do it." Yeah.
Right. That's what's happening. Everybody's trying to do the. All right, can we do it in a bubble under a rock behind a road, right?
Yeah, with a camera.
With a camera. Content is so desperate right now that it's almost ridiculous. I mean,
if Mayweather Pacquiao was peaking right now, they could do that fight on your idea of putting it on a ship.
Pacquiao Mayweather right now.
But that
would be so fucking big, it would be ridiculous.
Yes, and they could put that on a Navy ship, send it to the ocean with a clean ship. Everyone was tested before getting on, and they could make that work. And a lot of people would watch.
There's some Carnival Cruise lines that are not
a Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
No.
And the visuals would be great, right? Shoot it off the deck of an aircraft carrier. It would look fantastic.
It would look fantastic, yes. Yes.
Oh my God. It would be Super Bowl numbers at this moment because we're literally going to go the whole summer. They've already gotten rid of the Indianapolis 500, which I can't figure out why. Just do it without the fans. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you guys right now, this virus helped baseball. Baseball hates opening up its gates for 10,000 fans on a Wednesday afternoon. Right? Hey, Miguel, you know.
Like literally, I think they do great numbers. Just let them play. Just go up to the park and play.
Baseball makes most of their money from overseas. Their contracts, their television, their radio contracts. They make a lot of money from being played around the world. They don't need the fans in the seats. Cut them out. Yeah. Half of the baseball teams can't even get fucking fans in their seats. So
you realize, based on everybody being at home, and actually this weekend, me being on the only public beach, which means it's clearly infected like fucking Florida, but
don't touch the pole.
It is. Look, I'm not going to say I'm a dick right now, but I sent her out to go get supplies. I'm not going. I'm doing Fight Net Radio. Like, I'm not leaving this place. Like, I'm going to die in my fucking room at this point. I get it.
My son Giovanni was rubbing his forehead on the sliding door from the bottom to the top. And I said, this is why we can't leave the house, Christina.
Right. He's going to lick the pole. He's going to lick the pole and
shoot a video. He's going to lick the fucking pole. That's right.
He's going to lick the pole and send it to his friends going, fuck it.
Yeah. And then bring it into the house.
Find gum underneath the table. Yep.
Yeah. Picking up shit. Yeah.
So great. The IOC doesn't give a flying fuck, and they'll just keep moving forward. The IOC let an Olympic boxing qualifier happen no matter what.
No matter if anyone shows up.
Well, they did the empty room. They did the empty room. I like the look of it. Okay, I've seen the video. It doesn't look horrible. If this is how boxing's going to look, I'm kind of okay with this. Right?
Just dim the lights on the crowd. Yeah.
The IOC just went, fuck it. We don't know these kids. We gotta do the qualifiers. At least 7 people tested positive for the coronavirus earlier this month after taking part in the London boxing tournament to qualify for the Tokyo Games. But the IOC, I'll say it again, fuck it. This is $1 billion enterprise. Kids got to fight. This is so fucking crazy. 7 people tested positive. Okay. You've cut the percentages down so dramatically when you put people into an incubator like this. This is hilarious to me. Like, yeah, fuck it. You guys are going to fight anyway. We got to qualify. Fuck the IOC. Like, first, they've done Inside Sports. They've done 30 for 30s. Like, the IOC, the gymnastics community, we all know they're corrupt as fuck, all right? Like, on the scale of Suleiman. And now, in the face of 7 people testing positive for the coronavirus who went to the qualifiers, fuck it, we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, let's be fair, though. Some of these athletes are corrupt as fuck, though, too, because they're testing positive for steroids all the time.
Yeah,
so
they're all in the sauce, too.
Yeah, they're all in it together.
Well, and truthfully, they're high-level athletes, and I know the truth of, even if you get it, the statistical probability that you're in the group that's going to die from it, it's the same group that you'd be in if you got the flu or pneumonia. I mean, really, we're just freaking out because everyone's going to get this fucking thing. I have seen 2 reports. Anthony Yarde's father passed away yesterday. I saw that too.
So it has hit the boxing community, and we lost a cut man. I'm forgetting his name. I tried looking him up. I'm very sad that I didn't do that before announcing it, but we lost a cut man.
I want to make it someone we actually know, but yes, I know what you're talking about. I would have been a dick right there and made it Stitch just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, no, we don't want to joke about death.
Really? I just did it to Dan Rayfield, and you had no problem.
No, Dan Rayfield's fine. He's healthy. These people actually have lost their lives, Lee.
Yes, but do you know how many emails he probably got wishing him well wishes for having it?
And to stay on death but get off the corona. Did anyone see Roger Mayweather's funeral yesterday?
You mean the live stream? No. How fucking bold is that? You did a live stream.
Yeah. Yes.
They had to for Roger. Well,
I think they had to because of the corona.
It actually did numbers, bro.
Well, Lee, there's probably a lot of ex-fighters, trainers that wanted to go that couldn't because of the traveling. Yeah. So
I still think it's a little audacious. It's a little audacious. It's
Hey, look, I only seen one.
I'm surprised Floyd didn't get up there and go, because of Roger and because of my friend Kobe Bryant, I am taking in memory. I'm taking the rest of the year off from boxing, which I wasn't doing anyway. But I was planning and thinking about 2 different fights. I'm not going to do it because I'm currently at mourning. I
asked both
Floyd
of you guys.
Credit.
I asked both of you. Did you guys see Floyd there?
No.
I didn't even see the thing. I didn't even watch it. I didn't bother watching it.
Oh my God, it's the best. It's the best. Okay,
I'll check it out.
It's not the best. Lee says he's so joyful.
No, I don't. Look.
It's like, did you tune in to watch his funeral? It's the best.
By the way, I expect, because Andrew's already agreed that he's going to do my eulogy. Andrew, fucking live stream it, bro. That's a great episode of Fight Net Radio. What are you talking about? I remember the time he got a fucking crazy hair up his ass and wanted to fight Danny Bonaducci and all the crazy shit.
That'll be the time all the guys in the media finally talk about you. Because they know Lee will Lee's crazy enough to challenge you to a fight. You say one fucking word, right, while he's alive. So they'll wait till he's dead.
Wait, let me tell you about the audio. When I did the cage fight, in the second round, they go, if Lee wins the fight, what do you think will happen? And one of the reporters literally said, I think he's going to challenge me to a fight.
See, yeah. I see that happening. Fuck him. Oh, now it's fuck him.
Now it's, but no, they'll all jump on me. When I'm dead, if I die from corona, they're all on me like a cheap suit. Frank Warren, who we don't talk about unless Tyson Fury's name comes into question. This from Boxing Scene. And what do we say about Boxing Scene, Andrew? Because we don't let him off the hook.
BoxingScene.com.
Correct.
They're owned by PBC, Miguel.
Yeah. They're all in it together. Motherfuckers are in bed.
No, we're never letting anyone off the hook on this show. Frank Warren, who you probably will never hear of outside of the word Tyson Fury, because let's be honest, Queensberry Promotion, I think, has other fighters. Do they? I don't know. But somehow he still owns a piece of Tyson Fury. Frank Warren has finally said, we have to hope that boxing is on track in the next 3 months. At the moment, there are just no answers. Let me explain this to everybody, what he just said in this first sentence. Tyson's not going to get to fight when we think he's going to fight, which means I'm not making any money and it's really fucked up. So, if you would please let us fight somewhere, we would really like to fight somewhere in the next 3 months. Please. Every boxing manager is asking, when am I fighting? What? What are you talking about? Nobody is. You guys should have enough money. You should just be sitting around and diddling your dicks. I mean, seriously, just jack off or go buy a hooker, go be Bob, go hole up in a room with 16 hookers and a bowl of soup and just shut the fuck up. Like
for a number of fighters, that's true. But come on, Lee, we know a good portion of this sport. No, these guys are checked.
Well, the promoters, though, the promoters.
Let's be honest. Look, Oscar's the only smart one so far. I don't want to say his name too many times, Andrew. We don't want to get him started on a Sunday. But let's be honest. Who's the smart one right now? Oscar. He shut the fuck up. He shut the door. Probably bought a couple of, spoons and a couple of girls. Oh, wait. He's dating another model again or engaged to another model again. So I'm sure they're just holed up in Pasadena, shutting their fucking mouth.
Now, wait a minute. He's not married to the Puerto Rican?
Wasn't he? That Millie chick or Minnie or whatever her name is?
Divorced him. Then he was single. Then the spoon incident. But I think he's currently with another fucking model.
I read recently that he donated some amount of money or something, and they had a picture of him and his girl. No,
I think he's right. I think they
the
still
Puerto
have
Rican queen. The Puerto Rican queen is gone. That's the one. That was the first one who had enough of his antics. Like he lived through the fishnets with her. And then
she
at some
come
point,
back? Really? I thought she came back.
Either way, Oscar did donate for the virus too, and you haven't seen really any promoters doing that.
I think 250 or something.
Being smart about it, right? He's keeping his mouth shut, which is what you need to do. Let it play out.
The only dumb thing Oscar did this week was then challenge Floyd to match his donation or do a push-up challenge with him. Geez. It's like, Oscar, have you heard the news? They're burying Roger this week. I don't think Floyd's really into your push-up fucking contest right now. So.
Exactly. It's not exactly the time to make a point.
Yeah, read the room, dude. Read the room.
No, they're technically showing nobody, but I didn't know this fact about Oscar, and how did we miss this for a show, Andrew? On December 12th, 2002, the General Consulate of Mexico in Los Angeles granted Oscar de la Hoya citizenship for Mexico.
That's great.
What?
Good
for you. Could you let Andy Ruiz know that he can do that as well so that he can just get it over with? I mean, seriously. Like, I feel like this should be an Andy Ruiz subnote, not an Oscar de la Hoya. I digress.
Well, I mean, he carried the flag in enough times, at a certain point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Or Suleiman can just give him a Mexican paper mache.
Yes.
Any of those work for me. Danny Garcia, the fight we have all feared, is actually here. Danny Garcia, the WBC mandatory to Errol Spence. This just came out today, and guess who said it? It's our friend, Mauricio Suleiman, making fights that nobody wants. So shout out to Dan Ambrose. He's been up a lot lately for Boxing 24, and he actually writes very well. So shout out to Dan Ambrose of Boxing 24 for this story. WBC president Mauricio Suleiman, the corrupt and shitbag son of
Jose Suleiman. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. Has revealed that Danny Garcia is now the mandatory WBC welterweight champion to Errol
Of course
Spence.
he is. Of course he is.
Like, I don't even need to read the rest of the story because I'm going to read Suleiman's quotes. I'm going to get mad. We're going to go off on a jag for 30 minutes. We all knew it when Danny took his shitbag fights against nobody and got him all the way back to number one. And now I'm going to have to read his quotes. I just know it. Really? We don't have direct quotes? What? Oh, it must have been a press release. He's writing off a press release. All right, so, Andrew, what we have feared is here. Now I get to watch Errol Spence, Car Crash Spence. By the way, he should change his nickname. Errol Car Crash Spence.
Car wreck fish.
Car wreck Spence, man. It works.
Car wreck Spence. Or Superman, because the fucker went flying. Jeez.
Andrew, this fight sucks dick. Oh, my God. This fight sucks dick. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Danny Garcia even has. How is he not going to go off at like plus 3,000 or some crazy ass fucking number? Like, there's no way.
The numbers should be closer because we don't know who Spence is coming back. As far as this being for a title shot is the joke here. Spence needed a warm up fight. He wasn't going to come back against Pacquiao or Crawford, in my opinion, for what he went through. Danny Garcia is an easy fight. It's he hasn't won a title since 2016. He's fought for the title twice since then, losing both times. Oh, there you go. Ivan Reddock and Adrian Granados are his 2 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those are his 2 most recent wins. And Granados, I think, was a last-minute replacement. I don't remember who the original opponent.
And neither of those guys are true welterweights. It's like he fought 2 junior welterweight lightweights there for his shot at welterweight title. So whatever. I
don't want to go out on a limb, but I kind of remember that Keith Thurman might have fought already, and we've already demonstrated that Sean and Keith aren't actually what they thought they should be, and he lost to both of them. I could be completely wrong about this. I mean,
Lee, we're talking about a kid who, he lost a few warm-up fights too. Danny Garcia should probably have 4 losses on his career right now. That
Herrera fight was fucking bad. Oh.
Yeah, the Mauricio Herrera fight and the Lamont Peterson fight. Those are 2 majority decisions there he got against guys that he was heavily favored against. You don't think the judges would have gave majority decisions on these type of opponents, but there he was squeaking by his wins.
Yeah, that one is a majority decision against Lamont.
Yep. And so we get that this summer. Yeah, that's what's happening during the Corona.
If it happens, yeah.
It'll happen. Oh, come on. I can guarantee that one's happening. Boxing 24 is reporting Teofimo Lopez just wants to beat up Vasily Lomachenko. Don't we all have dreams of that?
Oh, shit. They're just looking for news now. We've had he pretended he wanted to fight, and now we have he wants to beat him up.
He just wants to win. He just wants to whip his ass.
Teofimo Lopez doesn't care if he has to wait for the coronavirus to go away before he meets Vasily Lomachenko. He just wants to face him and beat him up and take his IBF WBO belt. What a dreamer. You're so cute, Teo.
Yeah, it's
Teo's
nice.
my new favorite. Wait, Teo's my new favorite. All right. Like I feel like Bob is somewhere poking him with a stick going, come on, say it. Say you want to beat up the kid. Say it. Come on, you want to say it.
Here, speak it to this microphone.
Speak into this microphone. You know what? I want you to go on a podcast and make some really crazy comments. Like, we are waiting for the date for Lomachenko. I am in Arkansas. Why are you in Arkansas, dude?
They had to get out of New York. They had to get out. They didn't want to be in New York, bro.
Teofimo told ESPN.com, as you've seen in the news, New York is not having a good time.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So I took the virus with me to Arkansas. Because they weren't affected yet, so I just kind of rubbed myself on the ground and drove on.
Just kind of contaminate the whole space.
As soon as I got here, I felt kind of under the weather.
Yeah, because he has asthma and he's got a hard time breathing. So I'm going to go to the most backward hole on the planet where they're going to treat me like a secondhand citizen. Jesus, this is the fucking. Why didn't you go to Alaska? At least they wouldn't have had an issue with you in Alaska.
Hey, Lee, a little bit off topic, but I got to tell you, what's up with the Redneck Heaven Diner on that Tiger King?
Oh, is it not the best?
Redneck Haven, or was it Redneck Haven Diner? What the fuck?
Redneck Haven Diner. Tell me that isn't the greatest show. Like, Lee, if you had a fever dream. And
hey, Miguel. We definitely can't step into this restaurant, bro. I don't think it's for us, man.
No, you're too dark. Bro.
Hey, I'll be pushing my luck.
2020, and they still got shit like this called Redneck.
Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure, based on what I saw, there's a sign that says whites only and everyone else this way. Like, are you fucking kidding? Like, it's so bad. Well, and look, I joke about it all the time because my family's from Oklahoma. Like, that's a backward fucking hole. Like, time forgot Oklahoma. Like, it just, like, it's a blip on the radar. They got fucked up by so many fucking tornadoes that their heads are just not in the right place.
Yeah, all right. Back on track. Sorry about that. That was funny as shit, though.
So, Bob really doesn't want to give up Teo's location, and he doesn't want to give up. This is kind of a problem for Bob, and I don't want to get Bob on the line because I love Teo. Teo's the next great thing, right? Like, he's been building this kid up. I don't believe he's built Teofimo Lopez up enough, nor do I even think he has the skill level to be in the ring with a certified killer like Vasily Lomachenko. I mean, let's just be brutally honest about Vasily and how quick he's getting older, Andrew. He's getting older, right?
Uh-huh.
But the reality is, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I've been in the arena and watched it live, and Lomachenko's a bona fide stud right now. Like, he's prime. Like, he's not even slightly prime it looks like a different level compared to everybody else.
Yeah. I think this is kind of why he's taking the fight, man. It's kind of like that Canelo Mayweather thing where, like, okay, Tio's going to get better. Let me get that L on his fucking record before he gets any better and not get any older.
Andrew?
Yes, and Lee, he had a devastating knockout for that IBF title. The right hand, Richard Comey. There was a good shot. Comey is a very good fighter to test where Lopez was, and he passed it with flying colors. The only thing left is the champ, and that's Lomachenko. Now, I understand where you have Lomachenko as far as pound for pound. I got to say, in his last 2 fights, he has looked a little bit. He's not at his peak anymore. He's definitely coming on the downside of his peak. Lopez, who was the young man that Linares? Linares dropped him late in the fight. I think it was the 9th round. And then who's the young man he just fought on the
one in LA? The one in LA. But I thought, didn't that
he was an Olympian?
Was it
Campbell? Yeah. They go to war. You know what I mean? That was a back and forth fight, and you know Top Rank, they're ahead of the game. They know when to call these fights, and I think they believe Teofimo Lopez's speed and his power might be ready for the advantages that Lomachenko will have on the experience side. There you go.
Yeah.
I think this is a star. I think Bob's going to push this back. If he can squeeze a little more out of Vasali before it actually goes down. Come on, hashtag MTK for life, boys. MTK for life.
You don't want Lomachenko to lose to a Linares or a Campbell. Both of those guys were not attached to ESPN.
You keep it in the company. I agree.
That's right.
Look, Bob is famous for keeping the belts in the company, right?
Yeah.
But he's always timed it out, right? Crawford Pacquiao is the wet dream of Bob that he never got, and that's why Pacquiao left. Pacquiao knew he couldn't handle Crawford. I'm like, fuck it, my contract's up. I'm out of here. PBC is going to give me Steven Espinosa money. Like, and he's such a dumb fuck that he just believed that he was going to go make $1 billion with the PBC. And they fed him pretty correctly. And they've literally tried to put their version of Terrence Crawford in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. And remarkably, Manny Pacquiao seems to be the most resilient motherfucking boxer on the planet. Like, I don't want to, like, we at some point are really going to have to talk about how great Manny Pacquiao really is for just you. How are you still going? Like, like, I get it. Even if you're juicing, how are you still doing this, dude? Like, crazy levels, Andrew. Crazy fucking levels.
Since 2015, he's really brought his career back. The loss to Mayweather, I think everyone thought it was over for him that night. And yes, he's back.
And then
to
Bob was going to feed him to Terrence Crawford and be done with him. And then he makes a fucking curveball and says, PBC. I'm going to the PBC. I love Al Heyman. Love Al Heyman. To the PBC. Give me all the money. Good for him. Kell Brooks wants Terrence Crawford. What? Oh, you idiot.
Yeah, I read this earlier this week. Can Kell Brooks even make welterweight anymore? What the fuck?
Who cares? Who cares? Everybody's beaten. Literally everybody's beaten Kell Brooks. I mean, I don't want to shit on Kell Brooks. Yes, you're a high-level fighter. And I want to make it abundantly clear, unlike other boxing shows, I think you'd smoke my ass in an alley, okay? No doubt, Kell. But the reality is, when he gets to the elite level, name a big-name fighter he's beaten instead of just getting fucking beat up. Kell Brooks
he ends up in the hospital when he fights a named fighter.
Terrence Crawford would kill him. Kill him dead.
Especially at welterweight. Like, how's it gonna? I'm still concerned, like, that he's gonna, kill himself to make 147 just for the sake of the payday.
He's literally doing the Robert Guerrero game plan. I'm just gonna keep fighting at different weights against big name fighters. I don't care how fucked up I'm getting. What, bro? Go visit Robert Guerrero. I mean,
Kell Brook is a decent name if you're an active champion, right? You fight 3 times a year. You have 2 of them are against big stars. You got 1 off fight. That's Kell Brook. Kell Brook is not an opponent for a guy who's been out of the ring as long as Terrence Crawford has, looking for an opponent. One that's going to actually add something to his resume. Kell Brook does none of this. He is just a paycheck. This is not a good fight for where Terrence Crawford is in his career right now.
Yeah, and Terrence Crawford, because I've met him personally, he's all there. I don't want to break it to anybody. Terrence Crawford really hasn't been hurt. So, like, all of I don't think people put enough into a fighter still having their wits and their brains inside their head. Again, we're talking about a sport where you're literally getting punched in the head and your brain is getting shattered around inside your skull for long periods of time. Terrence Crawford,
and that's the point of the sport.
Every time I've talked to Terrence Crawford, he's sharp, he's fast, he's quick. I mean, I don't get that same feeling when I talk to Roy Jones. Like, I'm a little like, you there, Roy? Like, are we really talking? I mean, what day is it? How many fingers am I holding up? I mean, take a look. Well, okay, look at Timothy Bradley. For God's sakes, he fought until his eyeballs are by his ears. Okay, like he's fucking crazy. These guys don't have the sense because they have such a high level of skill. Because you can train a fighter to have this real technical excellence, like a Mike Tyson, like a Timothy Bradley. Like they're trained that, like, you just plug them into a fight, they're gonna go. But if you couple that and you still have your fucking wits about you, that's why Tyson Fury right now is so dangerous. He's still got his wits about him for some reason.
Yeah. Well, his defense is good, man. He dodges a lot. That was one of the things that I predicted from the first fight with Wilder, is that he's gonna make Wilder look fucking foolish, swatting at flies, because he's gonna be able to move out of the fucking. He's gonna be able to see the punches coming.
True.
Let's keep go. I mean, if you go down the list, I mean, we all hate Floyd on this show because Floyd is a lunatic. But the reality, Floyd's the smartest guy ever in boxing, and I'll go back to it. He literally made you guys believe he couldn't read. Like, he literally, to sell a shit fight, made everybody believe with his best friend that he could not read. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the smartest, craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, and made it trend. He literally made that trend. I don't believe that there is a single boxer who cannot read in all of the sport. Yet Floyd Mayweather, for a few month period leading up to a shit fight, which we all knew he'd win by unanimous decision, he literally got everybody to believe. Let's go to his mixed martial arts endeavor against Conor McGregor. He gave everybody the belief that Conor had a shot. I believe he was behind the Paul Malignaggi shit. I believe he was behind everything. I think he orchestrated every bit of that. If you're smart and you can fight and you have skill and that's all you've ever done your entire life, like a Terrence Crawford, you are a very dangerous human being. Like, you're on a scary level of dangerous human being. I've seen it in mixed martial arts guys. I've seen it in jiu-jitsu guys. Like, where you're at a high level of skill and you're smart, you're fucking dangerous. Like, that is not the guy you want to see in a dark alley. And Kell Brooks, who's already becoming the latest version of Robert Guerrero, yeah, just plug me in. I'll go. I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you're going to fucking wind up dead. Like, it's not even funny anymore. Like, I know that I joke all the time about Robert Guerrero, Andrew, all the time, because he keeps fighting. But the reality is he's hurting himself. He's like, you're not at this skill level. Go fight in a fucking ballroom, go make 10 grand, pay your bills, and shut the fuck up. Like, you're not a champion. You're not. You've been there. You're not. And Kell Brooks is working on being the UK version of Robert Guerrero. Literally. Oh, that was a great. Wait. Bam, 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 bam. Tell me that wasn't a good take, Andrew.
Yes, that was.
Right.
And to be honest with you, what's sad, what I don't like about the Robert situation is he struck gold. Robert made millions of dollars at the end of his career. At the end. You know, this wasn't in the beginning. This wasn't in the middle. We're talking, this guy walked out in his last few fights and was making millions of dollars. What happened?
He
and
had a good story. His wife fights and beats cancer. Like, there's so much great about Robert Guerrero and what he could be doing.
And he's a good guy.
And I'm telling you, 10 years from today, I don't want everybody to go, Lee, you wish Parkinson's or some kind of awful. Dude, I've seen his fights. He's fucked. He's fucked, Andrew.
Whatever. Can't say that.
My favorite fighter makes the news again. Billy Joe Saunders. If you haven't watched the video, it's fucking phenomenal. He was doing an instructional video on domestic
how to hit a girl.
How to hit a girl.
Oh, geez.
Billy Joe. First of all, take the crack pipe and you threaten them with the crack pipe and see whether or not they'll suck your dick with the crack pipe. And then if they don't, then you pop them on the side of the head. That's not what he said. But by the way, I'm like, he is such an incredibly large piece of white trash. It's fantastic. Like, he did this video, which you guys won't hear the audio on. He's literally talking about how to beat up your partner, which is just shockingly dumb. I mean, he has no clue, Andrew. Like he can't stop himself from doing stupid shit. Shout out to Subaru. 6 months, no payments, and a 0 point. This video, this goddamn video, he's showing how to beat up your chick.
And then, I mean, look at where he's living too.
Well,
talk about Deontay's house. I mean, fuck, what did they build this guy's house from Home Depot?
They're building it.
Oh, he's my hero. He's literally my hero.
I don't know if he's a hero anymore. Billy Joe Saunders, he's crossed the line a few times. Yes, trying to get a woman to suck his cock for crack, getting caught with ingredients that had crack in it, throws a chicken at Deontay Wilder, and now this video. It's gonna be nice when Canelo knocks his ass out. Is all I'm saying. I'm done with him. We don't have no place for this type of shit in this world right now. How to hit your wife? Seriously?
I do because I need the content.
No, you don't, Lee. Because if he was hitting your daughter, you'd fucking be up for murder. So don't say now it's cool.
I would.
It's not cool. Don't do it for the show. Billy Joe Saunders is gonna get handled when Canelo faces him. If Canelo faces him. Matter of fact,
if he even gets the job.
Yeah, if he gets the job. Like, this guy has made more news articles because of his antics than his fights. Fuck him. Stop with the fucking videos and get in the goddamn ring, okay? So that's all I got to say about Billy Joe Saunders. I give a fuck about this dude anymore, though. He's racist. He's a fucking loser. Yes. He smokes crack. Like, you know how big of a fucking loser you have to be to smoke crack?
Well, you got to be Chavez Jr. high on ecstasy.
No, Chavez
in front of your house.
Yeah, he's a pothead. Chavez Jr. is a pothead. That just been crack. Yeah.
All right, so we're saying
video of Chavez asking a woman to give him a blowjob for crack cocaine. There's no video like that. Kid might be a fuck up to himself, but he is not this piece of shit.
All right, so we're saying the biggest piece of shit currently, if we're ranking him, Billy Joe is taking the cake right now.
Yeah, pound for pound, number one right there.
Pound for pound, number one.
Literally talking about knocking your fucking wife out. Look at this video. Look at what he's saying. If she gets on your nerves and if she approaches you, bang. The fuck?
By the way, this video was approved by Max Kellerman. I'm just saying it out loud. I'm just saying it.
He gives it 5 stars on the Yelp review. He gives it 5 stars.
My Corona.
He gave it 2 thumbs up. Remember, lean into it when you're hitting your wife.
This guy. I know he likes playing the bad boy role. Guess what? He won it with me. You are now the bad boy. I hope Canelo knocks your ass out.
Sadly, second place is Chavez Jr., who, thanks to his dad, has finally shut the fuck up for the last couple of weeks. So I'm kind of disappointed. I was thinking that he'd be locked down and doing stupid videos, but he's keeping to himself pretty well.
It's because his dad cut off his plan. He's like, I'm going to cut you from my internet plan, from my fucking phone.
That's hilarious.
He's like, I'm taking your phone away.
Family plan because he can't pay his bills. Oh, my God, that's great.
Hey, Lee, you said 2 weeks off the internet? I'm calling he's in rehab right now. I'm calling it out right now. They put his ass in rehab. He was fucking falling off big time. His dad... his dad has the number. His dad's been to rehab many times. The doctors know him. The nurses know him. His son is just a junior. You add him right to the list.
So
he's
great.
in rehab.
He's following in his dad's
footsteps. Give me your phone. You're not taking videos in rehab, son. Give me your phone. No, Dad.
Like, just a quick selfie.
I want to do a video of me dancing in the middle of the room during a rehab session. Yeah. I'll train. I'll train while I'm here. No, you won't. No, you won't.
He's sitting there right now crying about his father. You guys understand that. He's in the meeting right now crying about what his dad didn't do for him when he was little.
I so wish I did a Chavez Jr. fucking impression because he'd be on every week going, right? How long have we been talking about this, Andrew? Like literally every show is me waiting patiently for him to have a meltdown. He almost did it in LA when he lost that fight and shoved the camera. Like, I thought that was going to be the one where he had the emotional breakdown. Instead, he doubled down. Like, he just went the other way and went full crazy. So shout out to Billy Joe and Chavez Jr. We're keeping an eye on you guys. You guys are just fucking nutty. We talked about this earlier in the week. If you did not go to Facebook and watch our movie selections, we actually broke down the greatest Rocky characters of all time. We also looked at a list that you could binge on TV. And then Quentin Tarantino obviously saw this article and stepped right the fuck up. So shout out to Quentin Tarantino for going, yeah, you guys don't know good boxing movies. And by the way, Quentin Tarantino agrees with Fight Net Radio on what the top 5 movies should be. So if you're stuck at home, listen closely to Quentin Tarantino, not Fight Net Radio, even though we got it right. Number 1, Rocky. No shit, Sherlock. $1 Million Baby. No shit, Sherlock. The Fighter, which we all agree is probably number 5 on the list.
Look at
And Cinderella Man, just like we said, and Raging Bull. Fucking Tarantino fucking hit it right on the head. He didn't even rank it. This is it. If you're going to watch 5 boxing movies, these are the 5 boxing movies. Don't fuck around with it. $1 Million Baby is where it's the fuck at, okay? When she fucking cracks her head at the end of that movie, it's become the longest running joke in Fight Net Radio history. It's my favorite thing ever, and I'm just hoping...
When she cracks her fucking head? She just said it with so much joy.
Hey, here he is again with the
joy. I actually know the punchline to this. It's Hilary Swank getting the Academy Award for it and not thanking her husband like the big ass cunt she is. She thanks everybody but her husband. Guess what? They were divorced a month later. No shocker there. Spoiler alert. Fuck yeah. I totally love this movie. I love $1 Million Baby so much it's almost ridiculous. Cinderella Man, come on. We'll all watch it. If it's on TNT right now, we'll all drop off and go watch the James J. Braddock story. I know it's Russell Crowe. I don't care if his abs were airbrushed. I don't give a fuck. He pulled it all the way off. All right. That's a great fucking story. And Raging Bull, come on. It gave us everybody. It gave us De Niro. Come on. It's Martin Scorsese.
Joe Pesci was in it.
Joe Pesci.
I have to give that one another run. I have to give it. You know what? I was young. It's a black and white video. It's a black and white cassette cover. I just wasn't into it when my grandpa showed.
It holds up. Not just
I know.
Slightly.
I gotta give it another shot. I'm
telling you, for those of you who are stuck at home, go watch Rocky 1. It's the best thing that Sylvester will ever
fuck, it was made after Rocky.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought it was made fucking 10 years before Rocky. What the hell? They did a great job of pulling that one off.
Spoiler, Rocky doesn't win, but he does get to do the, yo, Adrian, I'm stupid, but I'm going to get smarter. Well, no, you're going to die, and then I'm going to get smarter.
Maybe Adrian was holding him back, Lee. How do you know that? Maybe he went to college after she died.
Dead. So, yeah, clearly she held him back. And then he actually took on Antonio Tarver, who didn't survive the tournament. Spoiler alert.
I know.
The video.
No Dixon.
Mason the Line Dixon. I just love these fucking movies. I might actually have to watch them again in order just so I can get to my favorite, Rocky 4. Which
that's the best. I watched that one like endless. And then again, I will never let this down. That damn soundtrack is the shit.
It is. $1 Million Baby. Go watch The Crack on the Head That Made Me Smile and watch the end of Hilary Swank's career because she fucked her husband over.
And Marriage.
The Fighter. Anything with Christian Bale. Last night I was watching fucking Batman again. All right, come on, it's Christian goddamn Bale. Yeah, he won the Oscar for it. It's a no-brainer. Come on, Russell Crowe, Cinderella Man. Every single one of you fight fans, when this shit comes on TNT, you literally sit there and go, "Oh, I forgot about this. Is Shawshank Redemption next?" Yeah, asshole. Cinderella Man followed by Shawshank Redemption. Great combo. All right, that's literally a full Saturday. And if you've never watched Raging Bull, you are literally hurting yourself. Anything, in my humble opinion, that Martin Scorsese has ever done, I can rank him. But fuck, Scorsese with De Niro and Joe Pesci, come on. I think it's a little light on the fighting, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, it is.
It is. The rest of these actually put in enough boxing to make it interesting. I mean, in Rocky's case, there's enough. And we get introduced to Spider Rico, for God's sakes. So shout out to Quentin Tarantino, who actually knows good movies and actually said "fuck you" to the entire.
And it took home 3 Oscars.
Oh, they all of these are Oscar winners.
Well, no, I know, but Rocky says it took home 3.
3, yeah, it did.
The first one did?
Sure.
Yeah, the first one.
But I guarantee here's fucking Quentin Tarantino getting high and he's surfing through Facebook or whatever, and he saw this crazy boxing list ranked by some writer who's never even fucking laced up a pair of boots, and he went, "What? That's stupid."
Yeah.
That's the stupidest list I've ever read.
That's something we got to point out. Is Quentin Tarantino is usually at the fights.
Yes,
he's been there. You've seen him there, so that's why he knows the best boxing movies.
And
too.
anyone who says that they don't like Quentin Tarantino films, go fuck yourself. All right, like, how do you not find one of these where you go, that's the craziest shit I've ever seen? Like, how did you put that on film? When he put out Django, I was like, you're fucking crazy. Like, that's officially you're the craziest fucking producer in Hollywood. I mean, that Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, like, I could go on. Reservoir Dogs, which all got us hooked. You could do a full, for those of you looking for binge-worthy shit, go watch.
Me and my grandma watched Reservoir Dogs together.
Oh my God, I love Reservoir Dogs.
Me and my pops watched, From Dusk Till Dawn? We caught that one recently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My favorite.
I went to the movies to see that, Dusk Till Dawn.
I'm an Inglourious Bastards guy. I just fucking love that film. I love it to no end. The fact that he blows up Hitler at the end is...
Hey, my mom just gave me Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I got to watch that one.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't know
he actually changes the ending of what really happens in real life, which makes it even funnier. And it's Brad Pitt, which makes it hilarious. Like, the film is so perfect because I grew up in LA and I knew the story of Manson and the crew. Like,
don't ruin it.
I'm not.
Uh-oh. Spoilers.
So I brought this up because I was interested in it. You guys can start Googling it. Everybody, this is worldboxingnews.net. They did their part one of what to watch.
Sounds like an airplane. Uh-oh, invasion?
That's gotta be...
He's by the ocean. That's where it's coming from.
I'm in my garage, I guess. Because I'm in North Las Vegas, just like a small private airport.
Look,
here.
Lee cut out. He's on the beach. Lee, are you all right?
I'm on the beach. I'm not on the beach. I'm in the studio technically today.
Oh, okay.
I got a brand new desk. I got a brand new studio set up in the hideaway on the beach. I'm actually pretty happy. I actually could have shot video today from the new studio. I was actually pretty happy with the way the new setup is. But I digress. So worldboxing.net, news.net did their first part of fights. The reason I'm pointing this out to everybody, go to worldboxingnews.net and then search for Greatest Fights One Boxing Classic. The reason I point this out, none of us have seen these fights, but these guys went to the trouble of actually finding the actual footage on YouTube. Oh. So you can go and see Dempsey versus Frippo from 1923, Braddock versus Bear with video from 35, Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling 1936 with video. Holy shit. You guys,
that's the first one, right? That's the first one?
These are all crazy. These are literally the fact that they found on YouTube or wherever they found them and actually linked them to this story. For those of you that like to think you're really big boxing fans, seeing Henry Armstrong versus Lou Ambers 1 from 1938, they've tracked all this shit down, right? Graziano versus Zale from 47, Sugar Ray Robinson versus Jake LaMotta, the Raging Bull from 51. The video's here. So go and check this out. It will give you a lot of good time and a lot of good viewing because the links are like the video links are here. You can actually go see the Cinderella Man in real life and see why the Max Bear fight was such a big deal. I didn't even know this video was out there. And I'm just selling it to everybody because if you're binging, this is not a bad place to binge, Andrew. Not a bad place.
It's really nice. That's good. That's good.
All right. Last but not least, should we save our fight for later in the week? Because we've had a good show. We've had a good run here, kids.
If you want to do a Wednesday show, you guys, this would be a good one. It's a 12-round fight, so you know it's going to be about an hour.
About an hour. All right, let's do this as our Wednesday show. Here's your preview. We've Andrew agreed. He took directorial. We're going to do Jose Luis Ramirez versus Pernell Whitaker 1. Andrew, give me the preview of this fight for Wednesday.
Well, this is Ramirez is the WBC lightweight champ here. Pernell Whitaker this is really his first big fight. The only other notable opponent he has leading into this is Roger Mayweather. So 15-0-9, 1984 gold Olympian going up against a veteran out of Mexico who's the WBC champ here. This changes the history of the lightweight division. So it's a very good fight.
When
Very
did you
interesting.
actually see it? Because you would have been 3 when this fight happened, I think, based on
No,
that?
I was 8. I was 8. This
All
is
right.
19. This is 88 when this
88.
happens.
Yep.
So this fight was done in France. It's a 12-round decision. They thought was very controversial. Fight Net's going to figure that out on Wednesday.
Well, do you see the most important thing that I see about this fight that I literally can't believe? Look who the commentators are on this fucking thing.
Because it's a throwback, Lee. It's a throwback.
Oh, they're doing a voiceover. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
thought it was the original commentators. I'm like, is Joe Testatori that old, actually?
Lee, they got me too. I was like, really?
Really? Like, I'm literally like, really? I mean, I get the Ray
They
Mancini.
do good on his makeup.
Yeah, really good on his makeup, right? Like, I was blown. Like, I'm reading this going, is that for real? Is that what? Whoa, that's some serious shit.
ESPN has done this a few times with those classic boxing series. They've done it with like Bo Holyfield 1. I think the whole trilogy, as a matter of fact. But those two, as a matter of fact, it was Joe Tessitore and I think like Macy too. I think or Macy, Baby Joe Macy. I think that the guys were commentating those as well. They've done it before.
Outstanding. So that's your midweek show. We like to call it our coronavirus episode to keep you guys entertained and at least give the video people some content. Sorry, podcast people. This is a watch along. So what you want to do is be on Facebook. Maybe we'll do it even as if I can figure it out again, maybe a Facebook Live. It never works out. It has never worked out. I have taped together iPhones. I have done some crazy ass shit to try to make all this stuff work historically for the show.
But have you put it in rice? You have to put it in rice. That'll make it work.
I'm hoping that if we watch it off of your feed, it will all be on the same time frame.
No, we will. We will.
Okay.
No, we'll be good on that. I'm not worried about that. In fact, we'll record it a different way so it's not choppy video, which it normally is for GoToMeeting. My greatest fear is the fact that ESPN owns it, and if I do it choppy and occasionally pause it or whatever, it might keep us from copyright violations. But I say fuck it. Nobody said a boo to us on the last one we did, and we didn't get copyright violations. So fuck Joe and fuck. Hey, this is Ray Mancini. Hey, it's Ray. Remember me?
Hey, Ray Mancini, who was a lightweight at this time and actually had fought in Jose Luis Ramirez. So Ray Mancini was a part of this era.
WBA champ, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
We'll also give you guys news updates on Wednesday. What else? We've done pretty well keeping up to date on all the boxing and all the boxing news. And we'll give you guys another watch along this week. I will find some other list that will piss us off greatly. And we'll talk about that. I'm sure
that shouldn't be too hard.
You know what? Truthfully, Billy Joe's going to do something stupid. And
he's already apologized for the video. Did you see that?
I know. The apology tour has started, right? Yeah. He did after the crack incident. I mean, that's why I like him.
You can only apologize how many times, my friend?
Not for me. I mean, Chavez Jr. has yet to ever apologize for any of his shit. So that's what makes him great. He's like, fuck it. I'm high on ecstasy.
He just blames it on his dad.
I'm doing
pretty much.
Keeps it moving.
Yeah, while they show this clip of him driving in the fucking. You guys ever seen that video? That small little clip of like his dad fucking driving a Rolls Royce and like Junior in the passenger seat, like just pulling up to the fucking house. Like, oh gosh, yeah, dude, you had it bad. You had it tough.
Chavez Jr. Well, Miggs had never seen it, Andrew. Miggs had never seen the Chavez Jr. high on ecstasy workout at 5 a.m. sunrise video. And he literally sat with me on the phone laughing his ass off. I said, yeah, it's fucking great.
Dude's off his rails.
Everything about that video is so great. The fact that he's got a small dick, which I find hilarious on top of everything else, that he's still wearing club clothes and fucking loafers while he's doing his two-step. Like, hey, take my camera and shoot me while I do this. Like, who's with him that went, this is a good idea?
Yeah, what yes man is with him. It's like, oh yeah.
And we're down on Billy Joe for just, oh my God. Hey, look, at least Billy Joe is alone and setting it up by himself. He's not finding other people to co-sign his crazy. He seems to be doing it all by himself, which is more fantastic about Billy Joe. There's nobody saying no in his universe. God bless him. God bless all you stupid fighters. God, the show wouldn't be the same. So Wednesday, you get Jose Luis Ramirez versus Pernell Whitaker from 1988 as your watch-along companion fight. We'll record the audio for you podcast people. I don't think it'll be the same, so we'll add some news or chop it up or do something. We will continue to entertain you because you're stuck at home or stuck driving or stuck whatever it is the fuck you got to do because this isn't going to end.
Stuck indoors, hopefully, like you should be.
Yeah. Well, we could do it on Tuesday for my birthday. That would be fun. We could do
let's go.
All right,
let's do the Lee Honish birthday watch along.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
And I'll put myself over a lot because it's my birthday and I'm not in Vegas. I still am like, I should just go to Vegas. Fuck.
You're bitter over coming or not coming to
There's
Vegas.
gotta be
you can come, dude, but everything's gonna be closed, man. I mean, everything's gonna be open.
Close.
Yeah, you can come if you want, but not much to do anyway.
Hashtag shittiest birthday ever. We just had cake last night. I'm like, yeah, we might as well have it now while you're here, I guess.
Yeah, microwave that shit. Warm cake.
He's all down.
I am down, dude. Like my birthday, like I had all kinds of plans for this
cake.
I
want titties. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, and the girlfriend has worked very hard on being cool about it. Like she's trying super hard. She's like, "Can I put a smile on your face?" I'm like, "No, it's gonna suck." Here's how bad it was. We were line dancing on Friday night in my living room. Okay, I said I can't go karaoke. I can't go hear live music. You might as well try to teach the whitest white guy ever how to dance. And she's like, "It can't be done. I've seen you." So she was trying to teach. She tried to teach me line dancing. And she goes, "Why do you keep hopping?" I said, "Well, that's kind of a judo thing. That's how you throw someone." There's no hopping. There's no hopping in line dance. I said, "Well, you hop in to grab." She goes, "I get that. That's not how you do this. So drag your fucking foot." Like she got so mad, she finally just went, "You can't be taught. You can't be taught. You are literally, you cannot be taught. You are incapable of learning how to dance correctly." I said, "All right."
We played soccer in the house. We've bowled in the house.
Shit. Have you broken anything yet?
Maybe I'll send you. No, he kicked the ball at the TV the other day. That was it. Giovanni did that.
That would have been the end of it in your
That was the end of fucking soccer.
Cannot lose Tiger King, for God's sakes.
Yes. Oh, Lee, we lost our cable. Cable is out right now. They're saying there's a problem in the line. Yeah, what a coincidence, right? I wonder how many fucking calls they're getting right now with everyone at home and their cable not working. So we have a Fire Stick and a PS4, and that's the only thing this house is running on right now. So yeah, if Giovanni would have busted our TV out in the living room, we would have been really fucked right now.
I would have just sent you up my projector and my screen, bro. I'd have hooked you up. You wouldn't have had to worry about it. I would have grabbed my presenter screen and my projector, plug it right into the fucking computer, and it's movie night. No worries. I got you. I got your back. I expect Junior to destroy your shit. Like, it's pretty close to going sub-nuclear at this point, I suspect.
Oh, they've been sneaking out of the house. They're going to the backyard. Where are the kids? I don't know. You're watching them. We go to the backyard. They're out there. Get the fuck in the house now.
Yeah.
They're gonna get hurt. Hey, Miguel, we have a big backyard. You could twist an ankle, fall off of the play structure. Something's gonna happen. We got to go to the emergency room where there's 400 fucking coronavirus patients. What are you here for? I don't know. He twisted his ankle in the backyard.
There is. I'm gonna show my other profile because I posted this last night just to be a dick. And everybody goes, "Are you afraid to go outside?" I said, "No, my deck is a fucking full ass foot higher, right, than everything else. Like, this is right off my deck. By the way, look how far down the street is. Like, yeah, I can go sit on my deck and make the people out, Andrew. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, it was very sad last night when I had to go to Walmart because I needed dog food.
The people on the beach, what did they go home? Go home. Yeah. You don't live here.
Follow instructions, for fuck's sake.
Lee, there was fucking families. Bro, I'm talking about kids with masks on. It was like, come on. Like, just because you're playing it safe doesn't mean you bring the kids out. Like, I'm telling you, Tracy's ready to go back to work. From what Walmart looked like last night, we're ready to go back to work. It's a fucking flu. Let's go.
Tune in on Wednesday. People will have more show for you. More of us bitching about not and trying to figure out what to do. We'll probably do it on Tuesday because I think my birthday would be way more fun At least talking boxing for a day. That sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll pop a few Coronas down. We'll have a real good time on the fight.
Oh,
The shot episode is back, Andrew.
that's the word of the day. Corona's the word of the day.
You don't know. We've done one legit drunk show on this show, and Andrew and I thought it was the best show we ever did. And according to every who listened to
reports,
the reports that came back were that's the worst show you guys have ever done. We just lost our shit and got hammer faced, and. Yeah, there you guys go. And if you're all hating me because that's my view, all right, hate on me. But my beat's still open, and I'm sure everybody's touched that deck rail too. So just know that I've got the coronavirus by living here. But at least I got a nice sunset while I barbecued last night, Andrew. Which, by the way, I sterilized before I used.
Oh, Miguel, who was the boxer that had the coronavirus? You texted us earlier in the week.
Wasn't it your?
Oh. No. It wasn't. What the hell was his name? Travis Kaufman.
There you go. I was going to go back to it. Yeah. So even he I mean, it's reached the boxing world more than just having to shut down these fights.
No doubt. You guys go. We will see you. Go to fightnetradio.com. That's going to do it for all of us. We're going to go back to getting drunk and forgetting it's Sunday, and we have nowhere to go tomorrow. We just don't. There's nowhere. Well, I sent the girlfriend out. If she didn't bring back vodka, Andrew, there's.
What kind of vodka? What kind of vodka for our sponsors?
Sponsored by Amsterdam Black Label. Go 100 proof. There's no question what's going on in this place. Yeah, fuck it. Like I want the cheap stuff at this point. Like I'm just on lockdown. Like I'm losing my fucking mind. I can't even go into my front yard technically. I can't go into my front yard because I've got the only public beach open in Southern California. Fucking kidding me. Like it's I look at all the people and I just want to I said this earlier in the week. I'm going to get a goddamn sandwich board that says I got the coronavirus, get the fuck away from me. And I'm going to walk up and down the strand in front of my house and see if I can get people to just stay the fuck away. Yeah. Like I'm so over the amount of people that I have seen on my beach. What are you people doing? Oh, it's sunny and it's bright and 70 degrees. We need to go out. No, you don't. You don't.
No,
go home.
You sure don't. Exactly.
You know what? I literally pay to live to have this view. And you guys got to fuck that up for me too, where I got to sit in my place with my windows shut, my doors locked because of the zombie apocalypse. Oh, well, I digress. Go to fightnetradio.com. Join me for my birthday. We're going to do a birthday show. We've made this clear. And we're going to make it a drunk show, which will be even hilarious. For the second time ever, the drunk show is back for my birthday, March 31st. Plan on it. Oh, I'll live stream it. We'll YouTube live it. It'll be a fucking car crash. I promise. We'll watch boxing. I'll really tell you what I think about boxing, which will be fucking hilarious as fuck. Because the drunker you get, the funnier I get. That's kind of the way my humor works. Bob will join us. Oscar has promised to be there for my birthday. Ray Boom Boom Mancini will be there for my birthday. The list goes on, Andrew. Dan Rayfield is making a cake right now. He's starting now, so it's ready on Tuesday.
But can he resist not eating it between now and then?
He will. Well, that's why he's got to start. He has to start now because he's going to eat a couple, right?
Okay, all right.
Dan is the guy.
He makes you for that.
Yeah, it's my birthday too, sort of.
The truth of all of us, like we go to a drive-through place, we get an extra bag of fries for the drive home to have something to snack on. Dan buys an entire fucking bag of fries for the drive home. So I know he's going to chew through a couple of cakes before we get to Tuesday. But if I start him now, maybe he'll save me a fucking crumb with a candle on it. But we'll have Dan Rayfield joining us as always on this show. It will be spectacular. I'm just trying to make fucking lemonade out of a fucking lemon situation for my birthday, for God's sakes. My God, Andrew, I'm home for my birthday. I can't even quantify this as a sentence. I'm home for the first time in 30 years and not in Vegas for my birthday.
Damn.
Oh well. Go to fightnetradio.com. I'll celebrate with all of you. It'll be fun. Sure. At least Miggs and Andrew will be drunk with me. And then you'll all tell us how much we're assholes for doing another drunk show. It'll be fun. It really will be. I promise. At least we'll have fun. And that'll work for me. FightNetRadio.com. Enjoy this show. We will see you guys on Tuesday.
Fight Net Radio! FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net!